Hey guys, welcome back to Recipe Tryouts. Today we are trying out a recipe that I've never done before from this Pampered Chef cookbook. Pampered Chef was, for those of you that don't know, Pampered Chef was a thing kind of like Tupperware but for cooking stuff. Like they had different cool little cooking gadgets and different like stones and stuff that you could stoneware and stuff that you could cook in and on, and sometimes they had these little recipe books that they would give out with things, or you could buy these from them. I don't know if it's even a thing anymore. So but yeah, so today's recipe is called basil chicken. If you don't like basil, I don't suggest doing this one, but if you do, or if you're trying to expand your palate, it's really easy and it looks really easy and it seems like it would taste good, but my family and I really like basil, so let's get started. Okay guys, so this is a recipe, like I said, that has a ton of basil in it. So you can buy fresh basil at your local supermarket in the produce section usually, but it'll come in a little thing like this, and there'll be a bag over it, and yeah. So I have the 16 pieces already that we're going to be putting inside the chicken. So now I'm just getting enough leaves off to get a 1/4 cup of chopped basil. I may have been over my head in this one, y'all. So that's what we're doing here. We're just picking off big leaves, but not like the biggest ones, just because, and I'm not sure if this is even like a thing, but you know how when, so my dad used to hunt and fish a lot, right? They do now since they're retired more. Since they're retired, they hunt and fish, they fish more anyway. They don't hunt because it's expensive. But anyway, so there was this kind of rule where if you, actually that should be enough. If you took the biggest animal, the next season's animals would be smaller. So I'm not sure if that applies to plants, but it can't help. It can't hurt, right? So it looks like we have enough to make our 1/4 cup and stuff our chicken, so let's get started chopping. Okay y'all, so what we're gonna do here is just kind of stack up the basil and roll it up a bit and just kind of slice it down. And don't worry, we'll cut this into smaller pieces as well, just because I think we need to, but yeah. So if you just keep stacking and rolling and cutting, you will eventually get your 1/4 cup of basil. So again, you just get a little stack, okay? And you take it and you roll it up. Roll, roll, roll in the basil. That was kind of dumb, but oh well. They'll just make little basil strips, which we're totally cool with, because let's see how much this is. Okay, we're gonna need more. So we'll go ahead and just roll up this last bit here. It's kind of thick, so it might take a little more to roll, but that's okay. Just roll a fatty of basil, y'all, a fatty of basil. If you don't know what that is, go ask your kids. Okay. Okay. So we've got our basil sliced, and now we're just going to kind of roughly chop up just kind of cut, you know, against the strip length, crosswise, whatever you want to call it, just to kind of get it a little bit more, just a rough kind of chop or dice or whatever they're calling it. So that should be good. So now we're gonna scoop up the basil. Put it into our measuring cup just to make sure we have enough, because it's better to have everything you need, right? Right. Be simple. Sorry guys, I've been kind of on a Leonard Skinner kick lately, though I'm not really sure why. Looks like we need more, guys. Chicken basil. Now, when you're doing fresh basil like this, they say to chop it. They never tell you how much of it to chop. They just always kind of let you wonder. So I think we need to figure out a way to make that a measurement. Chop up this many leaves for this much or whatever. I know it looks like I'm going like right on my fingers, but I promise I'm not. Or am I? Maybe I am. No, I am. Just because I don't care about cutting myself. It happens a lot. I just get it and move on. Okay, so there's our basil. Next is our garlic. Now the recipe says 1 clove of pressed garlic, but we have all seen a lot of us have seen my foray into a garlic press, so I will not be pressing garlic today, just because, holy crap, because I suck at using that mechanism. That's okay. It's okay to not use something you don't like. So cooking, I know this is like a recipe channel, but I did want to like let y'all know some stuff, okay? So cooking is kind of like an art. You know, once you get the hang of stuff and you start learning like how to do things and how everything works together and stuff, then you'll start to learn what you do like, what you don't like, how you like to cook things, how you like to season and everything. And what'll happen is you'll start being more adventurous with everything you cook. You know, substituting ingredients here, putting out something different there, just, you know, experimenting and figuring it out. And that's good. Experimentation is a good thing. And don't let anybody tell you it ain't, because they're probably boring. Unless it's like your parents and you're talking about something other than cooking. That might be something you want to listen to. Some people you want to listen to. We're just going to put this in with our basil because it's all going to go in the same thing. Let me find a bowl here in just a second. Okay, I'm going to get a bowl and I'll be right back. Okay, y'all, so we have our bowl here. And we're gonna go ahead and put our basil and garlic in there. And kind of set that over there. And then get our half cup thing. And get half a cup of chicken broth. Okay. Half a cup-ish, roughly. Set that over here. And then it says a tablespoon of lemon juice. We're just gonna wing the lemon juice. Looks about right. And some black pepper. Oh, here. Thought I lost my pepper, y'all. Yeah. Just kind of mix this together. Make sure the flavors mingle. Stir, stir, stir. Okay, so we're gonna set this aside. So we're gonna use it a little bit. But first, the chicken. So, what do we use whenever we have chicken or raw meat? Gloves. Okay, so, got our gloves. Gotta make sure those are on before I mess with the raw chicken. So, one thing I like about cutting your herbs up and stuff, your veggies up before you cut your meat, is because you don't have to worry about cross-contamination with germs. Jesus. Sorry guys, I've been talking to a child most of the day. So, anywho. So, these are pretty freaking big. Holy crap. That's a big old chicken breast. Oh my god. Just cut a little fat off, y'all. Nothing to worry about. Just cutting a little more. Cause, oh my god, there's so much chicken here. Holy crap. What the? Oh boy. Just kind of taking some of this off. It's not going to hurt anything. And it's really just part of the chicken. Just, I know, I'm weird, y'all. I'm sorry. Okay. So we got our chicken breast. And a little piece of bone. Yay. Got everything we wanted to get off of it. So now, what we're gonna do is, what the shit? Okay. Make sure there's no bones or anything. And then, what we're gonna do, now it says to do it holding it parallel to the board. So, parallel, I didn't do geometry, y'all. Parallel is like flat to the board. So it says to hold it parallel and cut like a little pocket in here. I think that's a good little pocket, don't you? It says take 4. 1, 2, 3, 4 fresh basil leaves. So 1, 2, 3, and 4 basil leaves. And just stick them in there. So that is what we are going to do, darlings. Isn't that great? Sure as crap is. So cut this little part off, and no, Leo, you're not getting any raw meat. It'll make you mean. So we're just gonna do the same to this piece of chicken. Uh-oh, did I cut through? No, okay, cool. Shit, I did. Okay, well. I think that's good. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And we just shove them in there. 1, 2, 3, 4. Kind of press it back together. That crap. You are coming off. See? I was so scared it just popped right off, y'all. Okay. We got 2 more pieces we're gonna do like that. So let's just trim off some crap here. Jeebus. So yeah. You dogs go away. This ain't for you. Raw chicken, raw meat is gonna make you mean, I promise. I don't want y'all mean, y'all are sweet. Yeah, guys, so my Uncle Sonny, he lives up in Arkansas right now. But he used to have a ranch down near Hondo, Texas, okay? And he had a hunting dog that he would feed red meat to because it made it more apt to be a good hunting dog. Let's just cut you open a little more. Okay. Nice little hole there. 1, 2, 3, 4. Cool. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. 3 pieces. 1 more. Okay, 1 more piece, guys. 1 more. Dogs are like, dude, we can see that raw meat, that chicken. Girl, drop some for us. I don't want it, y'all. I don't want it. Now, this stuff here, it's just like leftover stuff from when it was processed. Like cut and stuff and slaughtered or whatever you want to call it. I like to cut it off just because I'm weird. I have issues. It's not gonna hurt anything. It'll cook just like anything else. But I just meh. No, I don't like it. Don't like it. This piece will just go. That, it's okay. So this is a huge piece of chicken. Oh my God, these things are big. I did not expect them to be this big, y'all. Is that a goddamn bone? That's something. Okay. So, seeing as how this sucker is deep, like long, we're gonna go deep in here. Straight down. A little bit over. A little bit over. All right, let's get the rest of this basil here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Dog, scoot. Scoot. I feel like Miss Purdy from 10 Things I Hate About You saying that. Scoot. I should. Guys, I'm old. All right, so we got our chicken ready for stove. And this is a 1-pan stove meal, and so we are going to move it that way. Okay guys, so now we're over here at our pan. We're going to heat it up to a little a little bit to medium to high. Okay. We're gonna heat that up, and I'm going to salt and pepper this chicken because there is no real seasoning on it. It's just a seasoning in this stuff. So that's what we doing. Just want to put a little pepper. And I know you guys can't see it. It's okay. So, once our pan is hot, we'll take our chicken and we're going to oh my god, y'all. I either need smaller chicken breast or bigger pan because, oh my god. I'm gonna have to like brown these in batches. Not if there's anything wrong with that, just, oh my god. You know? Yeah, no. So, we're gonna brown our chicken on both sides. Get them nice and brown and cooked looking. And then we will see what else we gotta do. Okay, y'all, so they've been cooking a minute. Probably about 5 minutes. So we're gonna go ahead and flip them over. Get that nice brown on there. Y'all see that? I hope y'all can. Yeah, I'm just gonna flip them over. Let them cook on the other side for a little bit, and then we'll get the next batch in. Okay, guys, so the chicken's been cooking a few minutes. So we're gonna check on it and see that it is nice and brown. Let's check both of them just in case. Yep, nice and brown. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna move these to a plate. Because the pieces are so big, they're not gonna brown properly if we have all 4 in here. But, ouch. So let's get the other 2 in. And we will get those browned up, and then we will move on with this recipe. So we're gonna go, and once more. So as you can see, I put a little bit of pepper and salt on them just to make sure that we have flavor in the chicken and not just the basil-y stuff that we were looking at. And we're gonna let these brown up and we'll get on with the rest of the recipe. Okay guys, so since I didn't use all of the leaves on these plants, I'm gonna plant them in some actual planters, but right now what I'm doing is just keeping them in here so that I can water them until I can plant them. So I'm just gonna get some water. Water. And just give them a little bit. I better do this over the sink. Give them a little bit. And these are good to use because the planter the little casing doesn't fit all the way in. So there's still this drainage area and circulation area. So that's nice. So that's what you can do with your herbs if you buy live herbs in dirt or water. If you buy them in water and they have roots on them, you can plant them. But if you buy them like this, you can just do like this until you're ready to plant them. Okay guys, so these have been cooking for a minute. So they're nice and brown on that side. So we're just gonna flip these over. Let them brown on the other side. Then we will add our little broth, basil, garlic lemon mixture, and we will cover them and cook. Okay guys, so let's check this chicken. Actually, not with that because that won't raw. Let's do this one. Whoop. Oh yeah, pretty and brown, pretty and brown. So we are going to try to make some room for the other two pieces here. Oh, geez. Okay. That works. That works pretty good. So then, now we have our meat. Oh, and the skillet. Says pour broth mixture over chicken and bring to a boil. Alright, well, let's do this. Pretty sure that's boiling. So, because it's boiling, what we're gonna do, reduce the heat to low, well, almost low, and then I'm gonna cover it. Just cover it, yeah. This will work. Yeah, and then we are gonna cook this until the chicken is done, basically. We're gonna use our handy meat thermometer because that's what we like to do here. And then we will get it served up. Okay guys, so the chicken's been cooking for a little bit. So we're just gonna check on it here. Just to kind of see how it's doing. It's looking pretty good, so let's just turn it over. Just because, ouch, shit. Splashed myself with hot water, yay. I'm just gonna turn these over just because they're so thick. It's gonna take a while for them to cook. Hopefully not too much longer, but we'll see. Anywho, we get our handy dandy meat thermometer just to see how much longer we have. There we go. Smells awesome, guys. Okay. Okay, y'all, so we have a few more minutes to go, and then we will be able to finish up our meal. Okay, guys, so our chicken has been cooking for a little bit longer, so let's check it out and see what it's doing. Okay, so that one's pretty much ready. Let's just double check over on this side. Yep. Let's check this. Oh yeah. Just double check just to make sure. Okay. Ready? Okay. So our chicken is ready. So what we're gonna do is turn off the heat and see what's next. Doesn't say anything. So, cool. Go ahead and get this pretty little serving dish that I just love. Just put the chicken in here. Goodness. It's big old pieces, holy crap. Okay, seriously? Cooperate. Okay, so just gonna leave this over here because we're not gonna be using any of that. And as usual right now, I am microwaving our vegetables, and then we will have our final supper. Okay, y'all, so we have our veggies here, and since basil is such a strong flavor, excuse me, all we're gonna do is put a little salt and pepper in here with the bit of butter that we used. Just gonna give those a stir, make sure they all get a little bit of that butter, because butter makes everything better. Okay, so add a little bit of that, and a little bit of that, and just stir it up. And there's our veggies. Okay guys, so here we are. We have our basil chicken and our veggies. We're all ready to eat, so here we go. Y'all enjoy.